In the vast, uncharted depths of our oceans, some of nature's most shocking mysteries lie hidden beneath miles of crushing water. For decades, scientists and sailors alike have reported something strange, something almost surgical, leaving its mark on the ocean's giants. Whales, dolphins, and even sharks, the apex predators themselves, have been discovered with deep circular wounds. As if some invisible hand had carved perfect holes in their flesh, these were not scratches, nor were they the random, chaotic marks of a frenzied attack. No, these wounds were precise, meticulously so, almost as if someone or something had taken a melon bowler and punctured their flesh with exacting care. One of the most chilling cases occurred in 2010, off Guadalupe Island, where a great white shark, a creature feared for its power and predatory instinct, was discovered with 2 perfect bite marks on its head. These were not mere abrasions. They were deliberate, calculated, surgical, and they were located in one of the shark's most vulnerable areas. But it wasn't only marine life that drew the attention of this elusive predator. Even the most technologically advanced instruments of human endeavor could not escape its mark. During the height of the Cold War, the U.S. Navy patrolled the Pacific waters near Hawaii with submarines equipped with sonar domes, vital instruments designed to detect objects in the deep sea. Yet technicians began noticing something strange. The rubber coverings of these domes were punctured with clean, round holes. Punctures so precise they seemed almost unnatural. At first, the Navy suspected sabotage. Perhaps a rival military experiment or mechanical failure had caused these mysterious circular breaches. But upon closer inspection, scientists noticed something extraordinary. These punctures bore the same exact pattern as the marks on whales and dolphins. The evidence was undeniable: a predator, capable of targeting both living creatures and inanimate objects. With precision and stealth, humans too were not immune. In 2009, a swimmer crossing the Alanuiha Channel between Maui and Hawaii surfaced with a deep, circular wound. Just a few years later, another swimmer, Eric Shaw, experienced a similar attack in the Kalawui Channel, leaving behind a painful, perfectly shaped laceration on his abdomen. The unsettling part of all these attacks was that the victims rarely realized what had struck them. This predator moved fast, struck with incredible accuracy, and disappeared without a trace. Its assaults occurred in milliseconds, leaving behind no opportunity for defense or escape. By the time its victim realized what had happened, the predator was already gone, leaving nothing but a signature, a perfect plug of flesh removed from the prey. The mind instinctively conjures images of gargantuan sea monsters, of leviathans lurking in the abyss. But the truth is far more astonishing. The creature responsible is barely the size of a skateboard. Meat-Isistius brasiliensis, more commonly known as the Cookiecutter shark. At just 50 centimeters long, the Cookiecutter shark might seem harmless, even vulnerable, but appearances deceive. This tiny predator has one of the most bizarre and effective hunting techniques in the animal kingdom. Classified as an ectoparasite, an organism that feeds on the exterior of its host, the Cookiecutter shark targets creatures far larger than itself, leaving an unmistakable mark of its presence. In 2023, Captain T.K. Walker and his crew were fishing off the coast of Australia when they reeled in a swordfish. At first glance, the catch appeared normal, but upon closer inspection, they discovered something unusual: perfect circular holes in its flesh. The crew immediately recognized the culprit, having encountered this same signature on previous expeditions. The phenomenon was not limited to this incident. In 2006, marine biologists studying dolphins in the Gulf of Mexico observed similar wounds, deep, circular marks roughly the size of a coin, etched into the flesh of their subjects. Once again, the perpetrator was clear: the Cookiecutter shark. This remarkable predator's lineage stretches far back in time. Fossil records suggest that cookie-cutter sharks have existed for at least 50 million years, dating to the Eocene epoch. That predates the emergence of modern whales and dolphins, and long precedes the arrival of humans on the seas. Over millions of years, this predator has perfected a hunting strategy that is as efficient as it is terrifying, despite its widespread influence on the ocean ecosystem. Actual sightings of the cookie-cutter shark are extremely rare. This is not due to myth or exaggeration. It is because the shark inhabits the twilight zone of the ocean, thousands of feet below the surface, where sunlight fails to penetrate and cameras rarely reach. During the Cold War, the U.S. Navy faced the unexpected dilemma of these elusive sharks interacting with their equipment. Submarines patrolling near Hawaii began reporting repeated damage to their sonar domes, damage so precise it was unmistakable. The punctures were clean, circular, and left the domes leaking. Initial theories ranged from mechanical failure to sabotage, but none could account for the uncanny precision. Eventually, marine biologists were brought in to analyze the damage. The experts identified the same patterns seen in marine mammals. Embedded teeth fragments confirmed the shocking truth. A tiny shark was responsible for some of the most sophisticated predation or accidental destruction ever, documented in the ocean dot in response. The Navy reinforced sonar domes with fiberglass coatings and harder materials, attempting to resist the shark's unique feeding method. Even so, reports indicate that the cookie-cutter shark sometimes succeeded, leaving its signature punctures on even nuclear submarines. What allows this small shark to perform such precise damage? The secret lies in its extraordinary anatomy. The cookie-cutter shark possesses crescent-shaped, razor-sharp teeth arranged in multiple rows. Each tooth acts like a miniature curved blade. Its jaw, uniquely adapted to its parasitic lifestyle, functions like a circular saw. After latching onto a victim, the shark twists its body, carving out a perfect brown plug of flesh. This creates its signature cookie-cutter wound, like a donut-shaped plug extracted with surgical precision. These sharks also have the ability to regenerate their teeth continuously. At any given time, up to 20 teeth line its jaws, and damaged or lost teeth are replaced in a conveyor belt-like fashion. This ensures the shark never runs out of weapons, always ready for the next stealthy strike. Despite its fearsome efficiency, the cookie-cutter shark's bites are usually not life-threatening. They tend to target soft, fatty areas on larger animals, avoiding vital organs. Most prey survives, carrying the marks as permanent reminders of a predator that is both elusive and highly specialized. Adding to its mystique, the cookie-cutter shark is bioluminescent. Its underside glows faintly green, a tactic known as counter-illumination. This helps it blend against the dim surface light, effectively hiding its silhouette from predators or prey. A patch near its throat remains dark, mimicking the appearance of a small fish, an ingenious lure that tempts larger creatures within biting distance. The life of this tiny predator is mostly spent in the deep sea, far below the reach of sunlight, in a realm of pressure and silence. It moves quietly, strikes rapidly, and vanishes. And though rarely seen, its impact is undeniable. From the circular wounds on whales and dolphins to swordfish and even sonar domes, the cookie-cutter shark leaves behind clear proof of its presence, a haunting reminder that not every threat in the ocean is large, loud, or visible. Some predators roar, some hunt in packs, but the cookie-cutter shark glows quietly in the dark, a surgical predator that leaves its mark and disappears without a trace. And in the unlit depths, far from the prying eyes of humanity, it continues its ancient and precise method of survival. As we leave the surface behind and descend into the twilight zone of the ocean, we enter the realm where the cookie-cutter shark thrives. This zone, between roughly 200 and 1,000 years below the waves, is a place of perpetual dusk. Light barely penetrates, and pressure mounts with every meter. Here, the rules of survival are unlike anything on land. Every movement must be efficient. Every strike must count dot, and for the cookie-cutter shark, efficiency is a way of life. Its hunting method is as methodical as it is extraordinary. Unlike the great white or tiger shark, it does not chase prey for miles, nor does it rely on brute force. Instead, it uses a combination of stealth, cunning, and biology finely tuned over tens of millions of years. The shark's small size is deceptive. Measuring just 50 centimeters in length, it is no match for the bulk of a whale or the speed of a dolphin. Yet its physical adaptations allow it to bridge this gap. Its large reflective eyes are specially adapted to detect faint light in the deep. These eyes, combined with sensitive lateral line organs along its body, can sense vibrations in the water-minute disturbances caused by swimming mammals or fish. In a world of near-total darkness, these senses are invaluable. Once it identifies a target, the cookie-cutter shark employs a unique ambush strategy. It often positions itself below a larger creature, using its glowing underside as camouflage. Counter-illumination makes its silhouette blend with the faint light filtering from the surface. To the prey above, it appears as nothing more than a shadowy column of water, or, in some cases, even a small, harmless fish dot. As the predator approaches, it opens its jaws, revealing rows of crescent-shaped teeth designed not for tearing but for excising. With a lightning-fast lunge, it clamps onto its victim, embedding its upper jaw while anchoring its lower jaw like a vice. Then, using its body as a lever, the shark twists, carving out a perfect round plug of flesh. In seconds, the attack is over, leaving the victim with a donut-shaped wound and the cookie-cutter shark disappearing into the dark. Despite its small stature, this strategy works against prey hundreds of times its size. Whales, dolphins, and large fish are left bewildered, often unaware of the encounter until long after it has ended. And remarkably, even human divers and swimmers have fallen victim. Though such incidents are rare, they underscore the shark's reach. The cookie-cutter shark's feeding is not purely destructive. It tends to target soft tissue, avoiding vital organs. Most of its prey survives, carrying its mark as a testament to the shark's efficiency. This method of parasitic feeding has allowed the species to flourish for millions of years. Evolution has favored precision over power, stealth over confrontation, and adaptability over brute strength. Bioluminescence plays a critical role in the shark's success. Its photophorous light-producing organs along the belly emit a faint green glow that helps mask its presence. But even more intriguing is the dark patch near its throat, mimicking the silhouette of a small fish. This ingenious adaptation serves as a lure, drawing curious predators and large prey into striking distance. The shark's apparent vulnerability becomes a trap, turning curiosity into opportunity. Research using deep-sea submersibles has revealed more about the cookie-cutter shark's behavior. Unlike many deep-sea predators that lie in wait, the cookie-cutter shark exhibits vertical migration. By day, it remains deep in the ocean's twilight zone, avoiding predators and conserving energy. By night, it ascends closer to the surface, following the movements of larger fish and mammals. This migration allows it to exploit the abundance of potential hosts while minimizing exposure to its own predators, including larger sharks and deep-diving mammals. The story of the cookie-cutter shark intersects with human history in fascinating ways. During Cold War submarine patrols, the Navy initially feared a mechanical fault or enemy action when sonar domes began showing mysterious punctures. The tiny teeth fragments embedded in rubber eventually revealed the true culprit. These sharks, attracted by the smooth texture of the sonar domes, mistook them for living tissue and left the unmistakable cookie-cutter marks. The irony was not lost on the Navy. A predator no bigger than a loaf of bread was responsible for damage to some of the most advanced machinery of the era. The cookie-cutter shark's evolutionary journey is equally remarkable. Fossil evidence suggests that its lineage stretches back at least 50 million years, long before modern whales, dolphins, or humans existed. Over this immense span, it has refined its parasitic strategy, developing teeth, jaws, and bioluminescent adaptations to maintain its niche as one of the ocean's most efficient predators. Its teeth, in particular, are a marvel of natural engineering. Arranged in multiple rows, the teeth work in a coordinated manner. The upper jaw functions as a serrated anchor, while the lower jaw excises flesh with rotational motion. Lost teeth are replaced almost immediately, ensuring the shark remains perpetually armed. Unlike other predators that may exhaust their ability to hunt after repeated attacks, the cookie-cutter shark is always ready, but the impact of its feeding extends beyond individual prey. Ecologists studying marine ecosystems have noted that the wounds inflicted by cookie-cutter sharks may influence the behavior and migration of large marine mammals. Whales, for example, may alter routes or dive deeper to avoid repeated encounters, while dolphins may shift social structures in response to predation pressure. The tiny shark, invisible and unassuming, exerts a subtle yet pervasive influence on the deep-sea environment. The sheer rarity of direct observation adds to the shark's mystique. For most of its life, it resides in the deep, often beyond the reach of conventional cameras. Scientists have pieced together its existence through indirect evidence, circular wounds on prey, tiny tooth fragments, and the occasional captured specimen. This approach has led to discoveries that continue to astonish. The cookie-cutter shark is not merely a parasite, but a master of deep-sea strategy, combining stealth, precision, and bioluminescent deception to dominate its ecological niche. Some of the most stunning examples of its impact come from large pelagic fish. Swordfish, tuna, and marlins have all been found with cookie-cutter marks. These animals are swift and powerful, yet the shark's ambush approach allows it to leave its signature without risking confrontation. Even in the face of superior size and speed, evolutionary ingenuity has given this predator an edge. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of the cookie-cutter shark is its invisibility. Unlike sharks that hunt in visible zones, its habitat is mostly inaccessible. Pressure, darkness, and remoteness shield it from human eyes. Yet, through the scars it leaves, the evidence of its existence is undeniable. Every wound, every perfectly circular puncture is a testament to a predator that thrives quietly in the dark. Unseen but ever present in recent years. Advances in deep-sea exploration have begun to reveal glimpses of this elusive predator. Submersibles equipped with low-light cameras have observed cookie-cutter sharks in their natural habitat, swimming slowly, glowing faintly, and patrolling the waters in search of prey. These observations confirm what generations of biologists and sailors have inferred. The cookie-cutter shark is small but extraordinarily effective, a predator perfectly adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. And yet, for all its efficiency, it is a creature that inspires both fear and fascination. Its attacks are quick, surgical, and almost invisible, leaving victims bewildered but usually unharmed. Its existence is a reminder that in the ocean, size does not determine dominance. Stealth, precision, and adaptation can be more powerful than brute strength. The cookie-cutter shark also highlights the mysteries that remain in our oceans. For every deep-sea predator we know, countless others remain hidden, their influence seen only in the evidence they leave behind. The circular wounds on whales, dolphins, and even human artifacts are a testament to the intricate and surprising ways life evolves to survive. In the end, the cookie-cutter shark is more than a curiosity, it is an emblem of the ocean's complexity. A creature perfectly tuned to its environment, and a reminder that even the smallest predator can wield extraordinary power. The next time you gaze into the ocean's depths, consider this. In the silent darkness, there is a predator quietly shaping the lives of giants, glowing softly as it carves its mark and disappears into the abyss.